Assalamu alaikum, this is section 2.5. It's about the chain rule. So let's start it. So the composition of fx and gx is f or gx. So here f is called function. It's called outer function, and g is called inner function. So we can say outer function is the function that corresponds to the last operation. So let's take example 1. If we have fx equal, or let's say bx equal square root of 100 plus 8x. So we can say here fx is the outer function, so it will be square root of x, and gx will be the inner function, it will be 100 plus 8x. Another example b, if we have bx equal x cubed plus x minus 1 power of 7. So here we can say that fx is equal the outer function, so it will be x power of 7, and for gx it will be the inner function, x cubed plus x minus 1. Now let's take theorem for 5.1. It's about the chain rule. So the chain rule, if we say that we have d over dx of f gx, so that he want the derivative of f of gx, so you can write it as f prime gx times g prime x, or we can write it in an easier way. Let's say here easier way. Let's say we have y equal f gx equal f y. So then d over dx of f of gx is equal df over du times du over dx. Now let's take an example. We have example 2. example 2 we have y equal x cubed plus x minus 1 power of 5. So let's take the inner function and write it as a u to be u. So we have u power of 5. And now let's take the derivative. So you say dy over dx is equal dy over du times du over dx. So it will be 5 u power of 4 times 3x square plus 1, and now we can replace u by the function x cubed plus x minus 1. So it will be 5, we have here x cubed plus x minus 1 power 4 times 3x square plus 1. Another example 3, we have bx equals square root of 800 plus x plus 8x. Let's say that we 100 plus 8x power of 1 over 2, and let us say that 8 or 100 plus 8x, it's u. So it will be u over 1, u power of 1 over 2. And now let's take the derivative of bx. It will be db over du over dx. It's equal 1 over 2 u, 1 over 2 minus 1 to be negative half times 8 I mean here it will be 8, because the derivative of 8x 8. Here we can say that 8 over 2 will be 4. So 4 u power of negative half. And we have to replace u by the function 8 plus or 100 plus 8x. So it will be prime x 400 plus 8x power of negative half. Another example 4, gx equal 8x over x cubed plus 1 square So here we can, in section 2.4 we take the quotient rule. This quotient rule, so we can use it in this example 4. We can take the so in example 4 we can use the quotient rule. So it will be g prime x to be if x prime gx minus fx times g prime x over gx square. It will be 8x cube plus 1 square minus 8x. Here we can say, here we can say that the derivative of x cube plus 1 square, you can say it 2 x cube plus 1, and get the derivative of x cube plus 1, it is 3x square over gx square. It will be x cube plus 1 power of 4. Now let's simplify it. So we have here the denominator, and the numerator to be here 8 x cube plus 1 square minus, okay, we have 8x. Here we have 3x square times 2, it will be 6x square, and we have 8x, so it will be 48x cube, and we have x cube plus 1. Okay, here let's factorize it. Let's factor 8x cube plus 1, so it will be so it will be 8x cube plus 1 bracket, we have here x cube plus 1 minus 6x cube, and let's write the denominator. So here we can say that x cube plus 1 in the numerator will cancel with the x cube plus 1 power of 4 in the denominator, so it will be the denominator is x cube plus 1 power of 3, and we have 8 x cube plus 1 minus 6 power of 3. So we can say that x cube minus 6 cube, it will be, here we have x cube plus 1 power of 3, we have 8 1 minus 5x cube, and this is the last result. So g prime x will be x cube plus 1 power of 3 and 8 1 minus 5x cube. Now let's take problem 6b. Here we have fx square root of 4x minus 1 over x. Let's simplify it. So we can say 4x minus x power of negative 1 over or power of 1 over 2. And let's take 4x minus x power of 4x minus x power of negative 1. Let's take it as u, so it will be u power of 1 over 2. Now let's take the f prime x, which will be half u power of negative 1 over 2 times the derivative, so it will be 4 plus x power of negative 2, and now replace u by the function, so it will be 1 over 2 4x minus x power of negative 1 times 4x, or sorry, 4 plus x power of negative 2. So the last result, f prime x, it will be 4 plus x power of negative 2, and this is the last result. Okay, now let's take example 4. Okay, if x equal square root of x square plus 4 minus 3 square power of 1 over 2. So it's like a complex function. So you can here replace the inner function by u. So it will be u power of 1 over 2. Then we can say that f prime x, it's 1 over 2 u power of negative 1 over 2 times dx, or d, sorry, d over dx of the function square root of x square plus 4 minus 3x square. So here we have to replace u by the function, so 1 over 2, and u we have it square root of x square plus 4 negative 3x power of 2. Okay, let's write it here. Times the derivative of dx, of d over dx. So we have it here. Here we can say x square plus 4 power of 1 over 2 minus 3x power of 2, and here we can take x square plus 4 as a u. Then we can say we have f prime x so f prime x equal 1 over 2 times square root of x square plus 4 minus 3x square, and now we have to get the derivative. So it will be 1/2 x squared plus 4 power of negative 1/2 times the derivative of x squared plus 4, 2x minus 3x squared, and this is the last result. We will take the derivative of inverse functions. So basically, inverse function of y equal fx is f inverse x, which is, you can say, which is different, of course, from fx power of negative 1. I mean here, the inverse function, it is not 1 over fx, which is mean fx power of negative 1. It is it's like a way that you can find the inverse function, and it is not like fx power of negative 1. Okay, so let's take an example. Here we can take the example 5. Here we have y equal fx equal 3x plus 1, and he want to find the inverse function, which is f inverse x. So the solution, let's first solve the y equal 3x plus 1 for x. I mean, let's take the x equal y 3x equal y minus 1, and let's divide it by 3, so to be x equal y minus 1 over 3. Then swap x with y, so it will be y f inverse x f inverse x, so it will be x minus 1 over 3. So we just swap x with y. And this is the fx inverse.